I'm actually going to start with a non-race question. I'm in destination mode right now. I'm so excited for it. Team Australia, you, your brother, and probably Mitch Evans, pretty exciting. Do you know what class you're racing in Destinations yet?
I feel like it'd be fine to say. I mean, I think most likely 450. Just get that head start on the 450 for next year outdoors. So just kind of get that process going. I mean, we'll see how this year goes. Might get on a little bit earlier. I know in the break we'll be getting on the 450, doing some testing. Just get that head start and just do 20%. And I know straight after the last round, I'll probably do a lot more testing on the 450. Just get that while I'm still in my kind of moto zone, like feeling I can get the testing done, know what I feel and that stuff. So we'll see. Good change.
I had kind of talked to your dad a little bit, so I know your guys' mindset. I mean, you're in the now, you're going for the title, but also at the same time, you guys have big ambitions for the future, so it makes a lot of sense to do everything you can to be prepared for the big show.
Yeah, I mean, that's every day. It's not like when we go to training, it's not like we're training to improve that day. Everything's always for the future. I mean, this 250 stuff, I mean, I was started when I was 14. I think a lot of more kids are starting to do that now. At 14, I sucked at 14 because I was so little, but we were all getting on it earlier, feeling the bike out, all for in the future, really. I mean, I had sucky days where I lost and that stuff in Europe, but it was, hey, don't worry, we're working for the future, and so far it's good. Now we're kind of on that step of working to the future again with 450.
Overall, Millville Day. So I noticed a lot of guys, I think a lot of people think of Millville as very sandy, would run scoops. I noticed very few of you guys come first moto still had any type of scoop tire on. A little bit more hard pack, more base this year?
Yeah, I think because it rained, they kind of sealed it off last night, and I felt like that was the worst thing they could have done. So, because it gave it that base, and then, I mean, it had a bit of sand, like sand berms, but the whole day it was ice and really slippery and that stuff, which I feel like they could have done better with ripping it deeper. In some spots it was sandy, but then in the more turn stuff, it was a lot really hard base. So I wish they could have ripped a bit deeper, so it was more of a sand track, but it is what it is.
Last one, I hiked all the way up to the top of Martin Hill today, and I have not done that this track. I think a lot of people, TV doesn't do it justice. It's pretty, right where you guys drop off the top is pretty gnarly.
It's a long hill, and it was funny. First practice, first lap, that like kind of first hot lap, I sent it down the hill like last year, and they kind of lipped up that single bit more. And it was I think the hill was a little bit steeper than last year, and I came in so hot, I locked up the brakes, I ended up blowing the turn, because I came on it's a lot steeper than last year, so, but it's another hill. I like it, it's fun.
Actually, I thought I wanted to pick your brain on line choice-wise. Before Martin Hill, that weird off-camber this year, everybody was going inside and it had such a bad tight hook rut before you went up the hill. I think you were like dropping out to the outside almost every lap, weren't you?
Yeah, for a 250, that hill, it's such a big momentum hill. On 450, you have that power to pull out. I mean, I was talking to Chase, I'm like, why didn't you try outside and that stuff? He's like, the outside was blown out, and plus, he said for him, the 450, they have that power to get up and get going. So he said the inside at least had a ride. I mean, he had a hook, he said, but it just pulls up. So the biggest thing for me there was just momentum of getting that momentum up the hill and then trying to keep it going, because for a 250, it's so hard just to come out of a pocket and then kind of bog up there.
I think a lot of the guys struggle, because I watched that section again, like Martin Hill. I don't think a lot of people on TV realize how off camber, how steep it is. You and your brother, of course, both have very good balance, very good core strength. Where you dropped off in that first part of the outside rut looked difficult, because a lot of guys would drop off in it and just instantly get out of shape.
Second mode, I had a pretty good flow, so I was able to get in that flow, and then it was just kind of this muscle memory then, just clicking off laps. So it was pretty good. I like it. I like this track. I know J-Mart knows it. I remember last year, was it here, or I think it was when him and Dylan were going. He was railing all outsides, and I mean, you have to look on that. He's a local here. I mean, it's his track, so he knows the best line. So I mean, I've definitely kept that in mind. So yeah.